Abi Yama, let's go straight to it. Abi, what happened to Man City? You will tell me today. What happened to Inter? You will tell me today.
I will tell you a lot.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Well, good morning, Rufai.
Morning, yeah.
Good morning, Rufai, and good morning, Dr. Abati.
Yeah.
Like Rufai has already started this, and we'll move on that note. Well, like he already said, 2 upsets were recorded at the FIFA Club World Cup as Brazilian side Fluminense and Saudi Arabia side Al Hilal progressed to the quarterfinals, surprisingly. Well, Fluminense put a massive performance against Inter Milan as they knocked the Italian side out of the Club World Cup with a 2-0 win. Now, the team was full of emotions after the performance against Inter, with 40-year-old Thiago Silva leading the celebrations. He has now led Fluminense to clean sheets against Dortmund and Champions League finalists as Inter at the tournament. Fluminense joined fellow Brazilian club, that's Palmeiras, in the quarterfinals, and we faced Al Hilal, who knocked out the defending champions, that's Manchester City. City was turned in extra time by Al Hilal in an incredible 7-goal thriller. The match finished 2-2 at full time, but at the end of an eventful extra time, with major saves from goalkeeper, that's Yasin Bonu, who leads with 23 saves in 4 games. Marcos Ronaldo grabbed the winner and put off one of the greatest wins in the Middle East football history, showing that their investments are not in vain. Now, 6 teams have qualified for the last 8. That's Palmeiras, Chelsea, PSG, Bayern, Fluminense, and Al Hilal. Well, later today, we'll have Madrid facing off against Juventus. Well, still in the Club World Cup, we have Chelsea coach, that's Enzo Maresca, lashing out after the 2-hour weather delay that disrupted his team's last 16 Club World Cup victory over Benfica. And he suggests that United States are not a suitable country for the competition a year before it is due to host the Men's Club World Cup. Well, Chelsea beat Benfica 4-1 in extra time to qualify for the quarterfinals after a game that ended 4 hours and 39 minutes following a kickoff. And this was due to a 2-hour interruption due to a storm warning. Let's take a listen to Enzo Maresca.
I think for me personally, it's not football. It's already 7, 8, 9 games that they suspended here. I think it's a joke, to be honest. It's not football. It's not for us. You cannot be inside because you don't know what you have to say. It's completely, for me, it's completely something new, but I struggle to understand. I can understand that for security reason, you have to suspend the game, but if you suspend the 7, 8 games, that means that probably is not the right place to do this competition.
Well, we've heard from the coach of Chelsea, that's Maresca, talking there about the Club World Cup. And we'll move now to Nigeria, where the women's beach volleyball team qualified for the 2025 World Championship. Now, the pair of Esther Umba and Pamela Bowers secured the ticket after beating Egypt by 2-1 to finish in 3rd place at the just concluded African Volley Confederation Continental Championship in Morocco. The 2025 World Beach Volleyball Championship will be held in Adelaide, Australia, and is scheduled to be held from November 14 to 23. Morocco won a gold medal in the women's event, while Mozambique took silver. And in the men's categories, Morocco teams won both gold and silver, while Mozambique secured bronze. And we're still talking about Nigerian stories, where Nigeria's hopes of fielding a men and women's 4x100-meter relay team at the 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo has suffered a major blow after the Netherlands moved ahead in qualification race with a record-breaking performance at the European Team Championships in Madrid. Now, both teams had previously held the same position, that's 15th place, with same times of 38.20 seconds. However, the Dutch men's quartet clutched a sensational 37.87 seconds, and with that, they set a new national championship record and European record, knocking out Nigeria down to 16th with the last spot of the provisional qualification bracket. Now, with only 16 teams qualifying for the relay events in Tokyo, Nigeria's men's team could be pushed further down the list should any of Brazil, Jamaica, or Trinidad and Tobago improve their times in the coming months. And in the women's 4x100 meter, the situation is even worse, with Nigeria ranking 17th on the current top list with a best time of 42.70 seconds, trailing both Australia with 42.48 seconds and Ivory Coast with 42.63 seconds. And the final 2 countries occupying this position will be qualifying. Well, with the qualification window closing on August 24th, Nigeria has a slim margin to correct this course. And we go straight to transfer story, where there's been a lot of drama surrounding Victor Gyökeres in recent days as speculations over his future continues amidst links to Arsenal. A move for the 27-year-old now appears increasingly unlikely, as the president of the club says the pact made a year ago to sell the Swedish player for 60 million euros and 10 in add-ons will not be respected, as he wants more. But Gyökeres wants the pact respected, as he's now refusing to return to training. But we also have Victor Osimhen. Napoli has included him in their squad that will begin the preseason in mid-July, despite his imminent move away from the club. Now, Napoli's preseason is expected to begin from July 14th, and the Nigerian striker is expected to rejoin his parent club's teammates for the start of preparation for the new season. While his next destination is still unknown, Osimhen has already rejected a 40 million euro a year offer from Saudi Arabia clubs. And for some Nigerian players, they will look to leave their current clubs, with Kelechi Iheanacho, who moved to Sevilla last summer, but went on to loan to Middlesbrough and has seemed to have fallen out of favour with the manager. While Sadiq Umar had a good loan spell at Valencia, will return to Real Sociedad and await a possible transfer to Besiktas. Now, Chuba Akpom's situation is arguably the most confusing of the lot, because the Ajax striker, along with 6 others, have been exiled via WhatsApp and instructed not to show up at the club facilities until after first team training has finished. And finally, we'll go to tennis, where 2-time semi-finalist Daniil Medvedev suffered a shock first-round exit at the tournament. Now, the Russian world number 9 lost 7-6, 3-6, 7-6, 6-2 to the 64th ranked Frenchman and took his frustration out on his racket after the conclusion of the match. It is the first time Medvedev has failed to reach the second round in 7 Wimbledon appearances. He was not the only men's top seed to exit, as Danish 8th seeder Holger Rune lost a 5-setter and Greece's Stefanos Tsitsipas retired injured. Well, for 2-time defending champion Carlos Alcaraz, he avoided a huge upset by coming through a marathon 5-set battle against Fognini, and a match that lasted more than 4.5 hours. Now, to the women, we have world number 1, Aryna Sabalenka, celebrating her Wimbledon return with victory in first round, but 2-time runner-up, that's Ons Jabeur, who's been having it difficult, retired after struggling physically in London. Now, 3-time Grand Slam champion Sabalenka beat Canadian qualifier 6-1, 7-5, while Naomi Osaka got the job done in straight sets. And we also had Paolini and Keys both having to come from behind to triumph in their deciding sets. Well, today we have Sinner, Djokovic, who is gunning for a 25th Grand Slam title, Rybakina, Coco Gauff, all in action at the Wimbledon Day 2. Well, that's all from me on the world of sports.
Thank you very much, Chebi Iyamo. We seem to have run out of time.